worry. As
I
in, we're
heard you.
hearing, oh God, I can't. I can't. I can't. Let me not say I can't. It's mad.
I can't do all things.
But Miss Chira has told me that she have been chilling for the past how many years?
Who?
Miss Chira, that now is the time
That this
to
your
put
work has started.
my work has started. Exactly. It
Yeah.
has. So, but we'll manage. We have no choice. So how's the Friday going for everybody?
It's getting warm.
Do you know we're doing plus 15? Calgary. Yesterday plus 18.
You guys are calm.
You people
I told them
enjoy it.
it's
You guys
Shade
enjoy
about our storm. You know about our storm. They call the
Was it bad?
state of
Okay, I saw
emergency.
Kelu. I saw Kelu shoveling.
Today I just telling me go out for the first time since Monday. Let me just walk out to the grocery store. It was difficult for me. The buses are not even running right now.
Are you serious?
Me to walk out of my house. The snow, the pile of snow.
Wow.
People
Wow.
have their cars now. Their cars got stuck. One of my friends, his car got stuck here. Didn't have to go and help the person. As
Wow.
in, frustrated. Someone was telling me today that for her to get home, she was crying, walking 30 minutes before she got. As in, it's frustrating.
No, our weather has really been good. I can't even complain, to be honest. Ours has really been good.
Well,
it has really been good.
Guys are lucky.
Must be nice.
Yes.
And for the first time, maybe, but yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because even yesterday, I had to go and reshade my tattoo, this one. And because of the skin, so you have to do a second touch-up. So I just wore normal, just joggers. I was hot. I said, will I now turn on? It was plus 18. So I was like, should I turn on AC because of plus? Because it was sun, I was hot. What kind of weather is this?
Wow.
But I'm not even complaining. No, I'm not complaining. But it was hot.
Ooh, AC?
So now people are wearing t-shirts. If you look outside, people are wearing t-shirts and shorts.
We've not reached that level yet. We'll soon get there.
It's like AC now.
We don't even have pedestrian walk for now. So we're walking on the road.
That's the hardest. That's the hardest when you're tracking on the road. But wait, don't you people pay for City of Sudbury services?
They cleared the road, but they've not cleared it because there's nowhere to put. I think they said there's nowhere to put the snow.
Oh,
anyway, where they want to put the snow. So I think the snow is just going to be there for a while till whenever.
Oh, man,
it's okay.
All right, are we live?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's all right.
You wear the life out of this week. You wear the life out of it.
Oh,
enjoy. Are you doing adverts?
Sales.
Sorry, I wasn't around last week, guys.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not wearing the right thing.
Tolu, Nelly is looking for you, Tolu.
I know. We're ready to get the first story. Shall they know you don't just straight up? It's okay. Because today I have to leave by 5 because I'm taking this guy to play football.
Okay. I will be done. We should be.
First story, which we should be. I saw you put last week, but 1 hour 20. So,
I don't even know. Is Kingsley joining today?
I can't go to the room because I know what the other one they take my things. Go upstairs, go see how it's my phone. If you carry the bag where they put documents, they look for my. I say, why would you take my stuff without asking me? He said, why are they ignorant since? Are they ignorant since? Are they ignorant since? So now you go talk my stuff from there. Say I was given. Now your own. Now your own. I just ignore it. I don't say I leave until you go come. You understand?
Why did you dance?
Oh, the children coming.
Children are stopped now. Children are stopped.
Make me finish what they do. Leave them. We don't do the worst. So leave them make continue. The guy come. The only guy come. So me and I come. The come seize my car key. Seize my phone. For waiting. I say give me my phone. Now they come. They say if I can't. Me and I come. They drive the thing. I can't collect my car key. Collect my phone for you. Now here I come begin go dey spoil the things, dey scatter the things, say I must give, if I don't give am. Now here I come from. Sorry for distraying all the time. Make it go, come on. This is no man go. Jim, you just brush here. Jim.
Okay, come and talk to me. Yeah. All right. Okay, yeah. You come. Come and talk to me. Come on.
Okay, Dupe, do you want to take this?
Yeah, so I had to trim that video anyway because it was longer. But
Oh, I even trimmed this again.
okay, I had to trim it because so his mom was the one who was saying, oh, he took her car keys, her phone, and she had to struggle with him to get it back. So that was his mother, the one who was, and then the other guy who came, I think he's a family friend, and so he came to I don't know whether he was just visiting or maybe they called him to say, oh, there's fire on the mountain, can he show up, but then he's trying to pacify this boy. So I mean, the whole length of the video that I watched, it was just conversations around how he was angry about, okay, they didn't give him his passport. He wanted his passport, his international passport. I think the mother was saying your dad will give it to you. Moreover, the passport is even expired, right? It needs to be renewed. And this happened in the UK. Just for emphasis, it's in the United Kingdom. And so, when I saw it, the first thing that came to my head was like, I feel like badly behaved children, the percentage is higher in the UK than anywhere else. If you're looking for children that should be thrown in the dustbin, it's from the United Kingdom, London, because tell me why, even if they refuse to give you something that you requested, and then you go into the kitchen and you cause this sort of mess. Like he broke bottles, broke anything that had, like contents, maybe liquid or oil or whatever, broke them, glass everywhere. And then you're now spilling all of the maybe thyme and coriander and seasoning. And anyway, I think that even though a lot of, the comments I saw were around, just beat him or do, at this stage, I don't think it's beat. So at this point, it's not beat, it's done. That's why they say spare the rod and spoil the child. Because if they had been beating this boy from when he was small, I don't think that we will be here this boy cannot be more than 16 or 17. I think he's tall, for his age, but I give or take maybe 18. I don't think he's more than 18 years old. So if his parents have actually disciplined, and I can tell they didn't discipline him, maybe who knows, maybe he's the only boy, who knows? Because you can tell from the way they're even talking to him about this, situation. Even the family friend children are, because the part I caught of the man was just like, you could hear the man say, oh, this boy on the video, right? So I don't think they discipline him at all. And so this is what you get when you allow children, at younger age, when they run riot, when they get away with everything, everything that they want you give. I'm not saying do not provide for children, but I'm saying that both parents, if there's one parent that cannot put their foot down, okay, which happens in some families, but it is on both parents to ensure that they are raising kids for the society, not just for their home. When you raise kids, you are raising kids for a community, for a society. Now you see this boy, they have raised him. He will maybe marry someone's daughter tomorrow. And then they will push him into the community and the society with this sort of madness. God forbid tomorrow, maybe he will join gang. And then they are carrying guns, because UK and gangs and guns, it's not today. I told you guys once how I lost a cousin to gang-related issues. And they shot him. By the time the air ambulance came up, lifted him, he was DOA dead on arrival. So it was in the same UK. So at the end of the day, like I said, parents have a duty, not just for the family, society, community. You must raise your children right. Yes, they don't beat children in this side of the world, but there are other ways. I think. Oh, shit.
No, for is it me? Shadi?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm here. Because it's cutting off at me. After she said they have the best network there. You see? Can you see my face when I went there? No, can you just see it? I think we should use this as a segue to the pending issue also in Nigeria with the bullying case, right? Because this, I mean,
The bullying case of
the one of the kids that bullied a boy in Benedion, that story. Because at the end of the day, what parents, I'm sorry, what people are saying, the same thing that Duka is saying. Finish.
she's out again.
So what we're saying is that this characteristic of the child is just a reflection of the parents. But the thing is that when I was watching this video, I don't know why I felt, and I don't know, maybe it's me, but I felt maybe he might have been on the spectrum. He didn't look like a regular, So I'm thinking maybe that might be it. Now, if that is not it, then that's a different ball game. But this is just a reflection of, yes, Tukwa said it's a reflection of parenting. But I wouldn't want to really put it too much on parenting alone, because the truth is that there are some people that there's no matter how much you do for your kids. And when I say, I'm talking about, all things being equal, being strict, following the right path as to how you want to train them, whether you're training them as God-fearing, or you're training them as in a military regime. No matter how much you do, I really don't think the parents really can be blamed for some of the outbursts of kids. Sometimes it might just be a reflection of what they've seen their friends do, what they've seen on TV. Like that. I've heard and I've seen situations where they have kids that I know people that have kids that they've trained them very, very well, as in very well. And they've, when you called, it's not as if they called the kid, but did the right thing, send them to school, made sure that they didn't keep bad gangs and whatever you have, But the minute those kids leave the house and maybe boarding school, university, and they see their friends doing something, maybe because it wasn't part of what they knew or they grew up to know, they now end up doing what they are seeing, and they now see that also this is how this life is. And so it's not really about, it's really about their own understanding of what consequences might be. Because you might train your child, and the child, you might be giving them cramming work that if you sleep with a boy, you get pregnant. If you do this, you go to jail. But you might not make them, they might not really understand what that effect will have on them. So it's two different things. Because I know people that have strict parents, when they left their house, they became nonsense. We've heard of stories of pastors' kids, how they turn out, So I don't really like to blame the parents like, oh, it is really, no. I think it's half and half, because sometimes it might not even be the parents' fault. Some parents have actually tried their best, and maybe along the line they just fell in the wrong crowd, and they were just influenced because their parents didn't teach them consequences, or they didn't teach them, look, if you follow someone bad, and they just said you go to jail, but they didn't tell them what the effect to have on them, the effect to have on society. I don't know. For me, it's more complicated than just saying it's the parents' fault.
Wait, am I back on?
Than saying yes, you are, and it's more complicated than saying, oh, this kind of child, they should just flog the child. Because I know flogging a lot of times for some kids, flogging does not work, because there's sometimes if you flog them from today to tomorrow, right? I know, like I have one sister like that. They used to flog her, they used to beat Shege. She will still do what she's not supposed. As in beating did not, that girl. Hey, I remember a story when they told her there's one table we have outside, an ironing table, and they said, so this table is someone has been spoiling it. Don't touch it again. She said, okay. Immediately that my auntie went upstairs that my sister went and she continued doing it. And I was looking at this babe like, something they say you should not do. They beat, still, it won't stop the person from doing what she wants to do. Do you get? So I really don't think it's about the parents. I just think it's about maybe parents.
Tolu, before you continue that, so Tolu, wait, because you said something earlier and I need to chip in real quick, right?
Yeah.
99% of the responsibility is on the parents. I don't want you to think that it's not entirely on the parent. Yes, you are right where some kids leave home and then they turn out to be bad, or they become so, or they start to do some certain things because of influence and friends, right? But while they're in the house, they are well behaved, right? Because they know the home they are from. And a parent, what you don't realize is that there's some sort of values as a parent that you give to your children. Those values, you cannot take them away from a child's upbringing. It's not about beating them. You're right. It's not about caning them. It's not about their values, their integrity, their morals that you pass on to your children. As a parent, if you don't pass those things on, you have failed. Because your own value is, even if I am poor, I'm not going to pick up a gun tomorrow and go and rob a bank. Those are values that you pass on to your children as a parent. So you necessarily don't need to flog a child, you know, for the child to behave.
I like what you said. So let me ask you a question. What if those parents don't have those values?
And that is, and this, yes, and you are correct.
They've never understood it. So it's not something.
And you are 100% correct. So for me,
to give the child. So is it not their
fault? Tolu, then we now move to their own parents because somebody failed along the line. Somebody failed midway. You must put the responsibility somewhere. You can't put this responsibility on the society, on the community. This is what I think. This is my opinion. Every parent, every adult, your function to your child is to make sure they are better than you. That is your function to your child in every sphere, whether spiritually, emotionally, mentally, financially, in every sphere, right? So that is what you should be doing for your children. Now, if those parents don't have it, then their parents failed. So who are we going? So at the end of the day, you cannot beat a child you can't shape up a child by beating them. We agree. You can't constantly, but again, like I said, even if you spare that rod, you will still spoil the child. So it must be a blend. There must be a blend. It's not just every time beat. No. But there must be a blend. And like I said, as a parent, it beckons on you to be able to transmit some of the values that you have growing up. So there are children who didn't have proper values or proper upbringing or were not raised well as kids, that when they grew up as adults, they you know, when they say, well they redid themselves, I'm looking for the right word, they kind of just made sure that they were reborn, they were better off. That is what is expected in most cases. So I'm not going to, like you said, it's not all on the parent, but 99%, I will say, should be on the parent. You must parent well. What is this thing when we talk about when you're building a house? When the foundation is faulty, Tolu, the whole building will not stand. It will crumble. So the foundation is very important for every child. That's it.
I don't know. My own point of view is, it depends on where that child is growing up. Let me give you another example. All these politicians, for instance, people that have grown up with, maybe my father was, or their father is a politician, and that is what they've known. They've known power. They've tasted it. They've seen it. They've seen that to remain in power, you need to be ruthless. So imagine like